Students, in the previous video we have discussed about time shifting and time reversal. Now the third operation is time scaling. So here does time considered as signal x of t. That's the scaling of this time, that is time scaling, which means that we are going to multiply that time by some constant value. So here this is represented as x alpha t. This alpha may be a whole number. For example, it may be a whole number like this whole number, or it may be a 1 by 3, that is, it may be a fraction. Okay, so we will see these two different cases, how the signal will be scaled when you multiply it by a number greater than 1 and when you multiply it by a number less than 1. Okay, so we will see the two different concept in this video, and we will discuss about the combined operation after this. So consider this problem. Here the same problem what we have considered for time reversal. So x of t is equal to t plus 2 minus 2 less than or equal to t. The same problem we are going to consider it now. And also first thing, and also you need to find that is scaling, that is x of 2t and x of t by 2, and we will see what happen when you perform x of 2t and what happen when you perform x of t by 2. Okay, now see this same problem. So I am directly drawing this signal, because we already know how to draw the signal. Okay, this x of t. Okay, so the first thing is I am going to draw the x of t. Okay, so this is what your x of t. Okay, so 0 1 2 3 and minus 1 minus 2. So here it is 1, here it is 2. Now I am going to use the method 1. So you know that what is method 1, right? So just by substituting the value for t, we are going to substitute here 2t. Okay, now see this x of 2t is equal to, wherever you are having t, there you need to substitute 2t plus 2. So minus 2 less than 2t less than or equal to 0, 2 0 less than 2t less than or equal to 3, and 0 otherwise. Okay, so this is what your expression now after substituting x of 2t. Okay, now what is the next thing? You need to simplify this here. Okay, so here x of 2t equal to 2t plus 2. Here you need to remove this 2. You need to have alone t here. So you divide this minus 2 by 2 both, divide by 2 by both sides. So you will get minus 1 less than t less than or equal to 0, and 2. Here also when you divide you will get 0 less than t less than or equal to 3 by 2. So 3 by 2 is nothing but 1 by 5. Okay, so 0 otherwise. Okay, now I am going to draw this signal. So here I am drawing the signal, that is y1 of t. I am going to draw it. Okay, so consider the range. Now this is what your x of 2t, where y1 of t is nothing but x of 2t. Now see the range. The range is from minus 1 to 0. Okay, so what I am going to do is minus 1 to 0. So here here I am having 1.5, right? So I am changing the scale. It is minus 1 minus 0.5 0 0.5 1 and 1.5. Okay, so either you can have as such, otherwise you can increase this scaling. Okay, so here it is 1, here it is 2. Okay, now when you substitute the value for t, first what is the first value of t? T equal to minus 1. So when you substitute minus 1, so it will become minus 2 plus 2, so it is 0. So in minus 1 the value is 0. Okay, so next one is, if I substitute 0, in this case what I will get? I will get 2 here. Okay, so in between I need to know whether it is a slope or what else, in which form you will get it. So for that case I am going to substitute minus 0.5. So when I substitute 2 into minus 0.5, what will happen? It will become minus 1. So minus 1 plus 2 plus 1. So here you will have a slope like this. Okay, understood? So the next one is here substitute the value of 0 to 1.5. The value is 2, whatever the range you have the value to, so there is no need to simplify it. Okay, so you will have 0 to 2. So this is what your method 1. So you need to substitute the given scaling value instead of t, and you need to simplify this t. After that you need to substitute the different value of t, and you have to obtain this x of 2t. Okay, so another thing is, here you need to consider this. Here this method is this is the procedure in doing the method 1. In method 2, what we need to do is, we need to directly, without performing these steps, we need to directly convert into this we need to obtain x of 2t. So in this case, what you have to do is just follow this step correctly. Here your scaling value, you need to consider the scaling value. If it is in whole number, okay, what happen is, so now before that I want to tell one thing. So here now see the signal -1 to 3. Now the signal is in the range -1 to 1.5. What it happens, actually the signal is in the wider range. So when you perform scaling, the signal has compressed. Okay, it has compressed to a shorter range. So when you multiply by a whole number, the signal will compressed. Okay, so here how it will compress is, which scaling value you are using. Here you are using 2. So you, in the original signal, just divide this axis by 2. Okay, so now see here, I am going to solve this in using method 2. So you can directly use this method 2. Okay, so how you need to do is, just take this range, minimum range, maximum range. So what is the scaling value here? It is 2. So divide this by 2. So what you will get? You will get -2. When you divide, you will get -1. So here you will get -0.5, 0. Here when you divide by 2, here you will get 0.5. So 1, you will get 1.5. Okay, that's it. Okay, then the remaining things and all same. So here you will have 1, here will have 2. This is x of 2t. Now you join the same thing. Here it is 2. You will join like this. Okay, you can directly solve this method too. The only thing is, you need to divide this range. That's it. It's very simple. Okay, understood? Now see, the next thing is, I am going to perform the scaling x of t by 2. That is, alpha is the value lesser than 1. Okay, now this is what your x of t. Okay, now and also you know the expression as x of t equal to t plus 2 for -2 less than t less than or equal to. This is the mathematical expression for this. Now in method 1, how will you solve? Wherever you are having t, there you need to substitute by t by 2. So here I am going to write down this as x of t by 2 is equal to t by 2 plus 2, and this is the range -2 less than t by 2 less than or equal to 0. Okay, I think now it is visible for you. Okay, so the next one is 2 for the range 0 less than t by 2 less than 3 and 0 otherwise. So this is what the range I have substitute t by 2 instead of t. Okay, now I need to simplify this, right? X of t by 2, which is nothing but t by 2 plus 2. So I need to have t alone here. So I am going to cross multiply this 2. So I will get -4 less than t less than or equal to 0. Then I am having t. So this will become 0 less than t less than or equal to. When you multiply it by 2, it will become 6 and 0 otherwise. Now I need to draw the graphical representation for this. Okay, so now here this is what your x of t by 2, and here see the range now changes from -4 to 6. Okay, the range changes from -4 to 6. Okay, so here -4 -3 -2 -1 0 1 2 3 4 5. Now it becomes 6. Okay, So here it is 1, here it is 2. This won't change, okay? Just we are scaling the time alone, okay? Now see this. When you take minus 4, so minus 4 by 2 is minus 2. So minus 2 plus 2 will become 0. Okay, next one is you take minus 3. So minus 3 by 2, 3 by 2 is 1.5. So minus 1.5 plus 2 is 0.5 here. Okay, next substitute minus 2. So minus 2 divided by 2 is minus 1. So minus 1 plus 2 is plus 1. So here you will get like this. Okay, so the next one is minus 1. So minus 1. Yes, sorry. Yes, what we have. Okay, next one is minus 1 divided by 2. Okay, so minus 1 divided by 2 is minus 0.5. So minus 0.5 plus 2 is plus 1.5. So you will get somewhat here. Okay, so the next one is when you substitute 0, you will get 2. So here slope will be like this. Okay, so the next one, in between 0 to 6, the entire value is 2. So here no need of any calculation, just directly we can have it. Okay, so this is what the signal we have obtained now. So now see the previous one, what we have seen. When you are multiplying by a value greater than 1, the signal is getting compressed. Now see, the signal is getting expanded. Okay, so that is the difference. Okay, that is, if this mod alpha, that is alpha, is greater than 1, this result in compression. Okay, if this alpha value is greater than 1, it result in compression, and if this alpha value is less than 1, it result in the expansion of the signal. So that is the thing you need to understand here. Okay, now we do the same procedure in method 2. Okay, now see, in method 2 is nothing but the direct visualization or direct inspection we are going to do it. Okay, so in the previous when alpha is greater than 1, what we did, the signal is getting compressed, so we divide this range by this corresponding alpha value. Now here it is less than 1, it is getting expand. So what we need to do is, here the alpha is 1 by 2, right? So here what we need to do is, we need to multiply this value by this factor. Okay, so here what will become, it will become minus 4. So then you will have minus 2, then you will have 0, here you will have 2, here you will have 4, here you will have 6. Okay, so now I just you draw these sample values. Okay, here you will have 0, here you will have 1, here you will have 2. So just represent this. How many samples are there? 4, 1, 2, here 2, here 2. So you will join like this. So that is, here also we have obtained the same range, minus 4 to 6. Here also we have obtained the same range, minus 4 to 6. Okay, here what we have considered, we have considered these values. Okay, so here we have directly obtained from this graphical representation. Okay, so this is what the difference between this method 1 and method 2, and you need to remember this one. When alpha greater than 1, the signal will get compressed. When alpha less than 1, the signal will get expand. Now consider a discrete signal x of n. So this is what the sequence. So I need to perform x of 2n and x of n by 2. Okay, so here first I have sketched this. You know how to sketch it. This is the value at the origin. So I have sketched the sequence. Now I need to find x of 2n and x of n by 2. In a discrete time sequence, since there is no mathematical expression, there is no two methods. There is no need to do in two methods. Okay, you just by visual inspection and by using some techniques we have to do it. Now here I need to find x of 2n. So here what I am going to do is, the first step is I am going to have here n, and here whatever you are going to scale, that function I am going to have, that is x of 2n. Okay, now here c minus 4, when n is equal to minus 4, this become x of minus 8. Okay, now see here there is no minus 8 in this range, only this ends in minus 4. So here the value is 0. Okay, now consider minus 3. You will get x of minus 6. There is no minus 6 in this range, so it is 0. Okay, similarly we have to compute for this x of minus 4. The x of minus 4 value is 1. So here x of minus 2. So x of minus 2 value is 3. Okay, next is x of 0. X of 0 is 4. Next is x of 2. So x of 2 value is 3. Okay, so the next is x of 4. So the x of 4 value is 0. Okay, next is 3. Okay, here it is x of 6. So it is 0. Here there is no need to find out 4 because there is no 4 value here. You can find up to this. Now you have to plot this sequence. Okay, now here x of 2n, here it is n. So here what are all the sequence here you are having? You are having for 0, 2, 4, 6, minus 2, minus 4, minus 6, minus 8. Okay, so you will have 0 here, 0 here, minus 4 here you will have 1, and minus 2 here you will have 3, and 0 you will have 4, and in 2 you will have 3, 0, 0. Okay, so what is the inference you have obtained from this? See here how many samples are there. Here you are having 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 sample. Now see here for in x of 2n, so actual sample is what? These one, right? 1, 3, 4 and 3. That's the actual sample. Okay, so origin value is 4. So after origin value I am having 3, I am having 1, here I am having 3. Okay, so here see totally 8 sequence, I am having only the 4 sequence. What is the meaning of it is, so consider the origin value will be usually present. Okay, here you have scaled this alpha by 2. So what is the meaning is that you need to discard 1 samples in between. What is the meaning of it? You need to discard alpha minus 1 samples. That is, I am going to discard 2. So when I discard 2, what I will get? I will get 3. So I got 3 here. After 3 I need to discard 1 sample. So there is no sample after that. So it is 0 here. Now see the negative side. After 4 I am going to discard minus 1. So I will have 3. Okay, after 3 I am going to discard 2. So I am getting 1. So here the sample is get compressed. Okay, so the same concept as that of the continuous time signal. Here the sample is getting compressed. So just you need to understand this. If without doing this manipulation itself, you can directly simplify this. You can directly draw this. Okay, how you draw this is, if it is a value greater than 1, that much value first you have to consider alpha. You have to minus 1, you have to perform minus 1 with that alpha, then you need to discard 1 sample. Suppose consider here I am having, for example I am having a x of 3n. okay, in this case alpha is what? 3. So I need to discard 3 minus 1 samples. Okay, I need to discard how many samples? 3 minus 1 samples, which is 2 samples. So in this case what I have to do is, first I need to write 4. Then after 4 I need to discard 2 samples. If I discard 2 samples, what I will get? I will get 2. After that I will going to discard 2 samples, so I will get 2 here. After that I am going to discard 2 samples, so hereafter only 1 sample is there. Anyhow I am going to discard this, so I am going to get only these values. Now see the signal is getting compressed. Okay, so like that, without this manipulation itself, directly we can perform these steps. Okay, now see, in order to perform this n by 2, so what I have taken the same range, minus 4 to plus 4 first. Okay, so here it x of n by 2. So x of n by 2, n is equal to minus 4. So minus 4 by 2 minus 2. Here at x of minus 2 what I am having 3. So I have put 3 here. So next I am substituting minus 3. So x of minus 3 by 2, x of minus 1.5. Here in this minus 1.5 there is no value. It is simply 0. So I am putting 0 here. So similarly I am putting for minus 2. So minus 2 by 2. Minus 2 by 2 is x of minus 1. So the value is minus 1. So I am putting in this range. Okay. Now here see the negative range. Only when if I use minus 4, I am going to get only the samples from 3. Okay. So and I am going to miss all these samples. Okay. So in this case what I need to take, how I need to take the axis is, we know that if we divide by this alpha, the signal will get expand. Okay. So you know that is we are going to multiply this by 2. So it will become minus 8. So we have to start the index from minus 8. Okay. So here I will now do it for minus 8. Whether you understand why I am choosing minus 8 here? Okay, because when I start from minus 4, I am getting only these samples. I am not getting these samples. The sample is getting we are not taking these samples. So if I want to take these samples, I need to increase the range. We know that this is nothing but the expansion of the signal. So this will, the index will get expand. So இது என்ன ஆகும்னா நம்ம என்ன வேல்யூ இங்கே எடுக்கிறோமோ அதால் மல்டிப்ளை ஆகும். அப்போ இங்கே என்ன ஆயிரும், minus 8 ஆயிரும். இங்கே வந்து 6 வரையும் ஆயிரும். ஸோ நான் அப்போ என்ன எடுக்கணும்னா நெகட்டிவ் ரேஞ்சு minus 8 இருந்து பாசிட்டிவ் ரேஞ்சு வந்து 6 வரையும் எடுக்கணும். ஸோ 6 இருந்து எடுத்து like that I need to do this manipulation. Now I have done for the whole range minus 8, and in positive range I have done for up to 6. Okay, now see how many samples are there here. See, this x of n by 2 is having totally minus 8 to plus 6 samples. Minus 8 what you are having 1, minus 7 it is 0, minus 6 it is 2, minus 5 it is 0. Okay, minus 5 after minus 5, minus 4 it is 3, minus 3 it is 0, minus 2 it is minus 1, and minus 1 it is 0. Then at origin I am having 4. Okay, at origin I am having 4. This is the origin value. Okay, now here I am not having any space, so I am writing the positive value down here at 1. So I will write here itself in a separate paper, then only you will understood. Okay, otherwise you will get confused. Okay, so this is what your x of n by 2. So now your x of n by 2 is 1. Just I am copying this 1 0 2 0 3 0. So minus 1 0 4. 4 is the origin. Now it is a positive value. It is 0. 2 it is 0. 3 it is 0. 4 it is 3. 5 it is 0. And 6 it is 2. So up to this. So what I have done, what I have obtained is, now your samples get expand, and this is the index from minus 8 to plus 6. Okay, so we know that n by 2 is nothing but an expansion of the signal. So your sample get expand. Now you can plot this sequence. Similarly, if I want to do here, what you infer from this is, here we have expanded. You know that n by 2 is expansion. How we have expand is, we have inserted alpha minus 1 zeros in between. Alpha minus 1 zeros in between. Here alpha is equal to 2. So 2 minus 1 is 1. So I have inserted 1 zeros in between every samples. Now see here. This is what your original sequence. Now consider 4 here. I have inserted 0 sample after 4. Then after 2 I have inserted 0. After 3 I have inserted 2. After 2, up to this we have to consider. Similarly here after 4 0, minus 1 0, 3 0, 2 0 1, like that I have done all these things. Okay, so this is the inference is just we are expanding the signal by inserting alpha minus 1 zeros in between. Suppose I am going to have n by 3, which means that I am going to insert alpha is 3, I am going to insert 3 minus 1, that is 2 zeros in between the samples. Now this sequence will become 1, 2 zeros, 2, 2 zeros, 3, 2 zeros, minus 1, 2 zeros, 4, 2 zeros, 2, 2 zeros, 3, 0 0, then 2. So this is the value at the origin. Now the signals is getting more expansion. So this is what the inference you need to analyze from this. That is what we have seen so far. It is nothing but the time scaling. So far we have seen a continuous time signal as well as the discrete time signal. Hope you have understood this concept, and we will solve more problems, and then you will get clear about all these things. Thank you.